Well, welcome. So, as I've said in the other couple interviews I've done, I like to introduce elementary school style. So, just tell me your name, your pronouns, who you're playing, and maybe like a fun fact if you want to.
Sure. My name is Christopher Skaats. I'm playing Isaac in the show. Uh, a fun fact: I have a rabbit named Lola.
Oh, you have a cat and a rabbit. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. How old is Lola?
Lola is 3 years old.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
and my pronouns are he, him.
Even better. Rabbit pronouns. I love it.
Yeah.
Priorities.
Yeah,
Um, so since we're talking about the show Oliver and Isaac, what intrigued you about auditioning for and then becoming involved in the show?
Um, Sean, the writer of the
Mhm.
production, sent it to me before he had started auditions, and I really, really loved it when I read it. So when he asked me to be a part of it, I was very honored because I understand that writing is something that's very personal, and that means a lot of him. So he's putting a lot of trust into me. So yeah, I just figured I'd audition because yeah, it means as much to me, I guess, as it does to him.
That's awesome. We love having artistic friends that we can place trust in. I love it. Um, so if you could describe the show in 3 words, how would you describe it?
Does it have to form like a sentence, or is
You could
just
hyphenate as much as you want.
okay? Um, realistic, um, complicated,
Mhm.
and well-rounded,
Ooh,
I'd say.
I like those words. And then about Isaac, how would you describe him in 3 words?
Oh, oof. Passive.
Mm.
I'm trying to think of the word like very strong-headed, strong-willed,
Ooh, strong-willed, yeah.
um, and trying.
He's trying.
Trying, yes, aren't we all?
Aren't we? I was just gonna say the same thing. Aren't we all trying right now? That's awesome. I love the dichotomy of like he's maybe a bit more passive, but he had such like strong will within him as well, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Um, so without spoiling a lot, what has been your favorite scene to work on?
Oh. I really enjoy the scenes where the stakes feel very high.
Ooh,
Any disagreements or arguments, I get a lot of fun out of.
escalating.
Yeah, it's like controlled arguments. I don't like arguing in real life, but
That's the fun part about I'm also an actor sometimes like if I get a role and I have to argue, I'm like I'm just releasing so much through the
yeah.
argument. Like okay, like then I can go back to real life and be my like usual awkward introvert self, you know?
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um
exact same way.
yeah. I was like, I feel some kindred like feelings right now. Um, so at the beginning, well, I guess what was your process like and how has that changed now that you're nearing the end of rehearsals?
Um, you can read a script as many times as you want, but you don't really get that interaction until you rehearse.
Mm,
And then in the beginning, rehearsals were a little more on the scarce side, so it was hard to connect with the character. But Sean's been really great with leading scenes using questions. So it's been as I've developed that motive, I now, have a stronger sense of the character going into it as in, when you're first going through the script and seeing some rehearsals, you're just trying to figure out who is this character, who am I? So
yeah,
it's been nice to figure out who you are throughout.
that's awesome. I love it. Um, so in your opinion, what do you think is the state of the LGBTQ plus community in the US right now?
Um, I at least have not heard any direct media about good or bad things,
Mhm.
which says enough on its own. When rights aren't being revoked, but at the same time, uh, it's hard to you know stake a place in society. There's still things to be fearful of, and so um, I'd say that I feel like we're more in a time of healing than anything at the moment. Still trying to figure out how to move forward while keeping everybody included.
Definitely. I feel that as well, like internally and within my own friend and working groups as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so then to kind of close off this interview, what does queer theater mean to you?
The theater in like this specific theater or just queer theater in general.
Yeah, maybe we'll start specific and then we can move more general.
Okay. This theater group means a lot to me. It's, run by people who I feel very close with.
Good.
They've known each other. A couple of people knew each other in college, and then my best friend ended up being a part of that group. So they've been very wonderful, and also including me in all of that, even as somebody who's never gone to acting school or anything. So the theater group itself means a lot. Um, and in general, I'd say that queer theater means expression. I feel
Mm,
like there's so many stories and voices that get to be heard and in a serious, painstaking light. I feel like a lot of the media that's shown, especially like big movies and stuff, it's very structured towards a certain way of living or thinking, and I feel like I see the same thing over and over again. So I feel like queer theater is a good, amazing space to see new stories.
definitely. I feel like a lot of the maybe mainstream media is really sanitized and
Hmm.
yeah, so it's I don't always feel seen, but I notice in theater see more characters like me or like the community that I like to be a part of. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Yeah. Any closing thoughts? I sound like a lawyer. Any closing arguments? Any
No,
closing
you're
thoughts?
you're fine. I just yeah, this is gonna go on what YouTube, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, to any of the cast members watching this, thank you. I guess just thanking all of them, because it really is the group that makes it, and we have such a great cast, and everybody's been working so hard, and I appreciate Shawn and Cody and everyone. So yeah, just say that.
That is the perfect way to end this. Woo! All right. Thank you, Chris, so much for talking with me.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Yeah.